hello. Welcome to your favorite German podcast. I am your host, Kelvin.
And I'm your excellent co-host, Sascha.
And together we are
Sauerkraut Dumpling. Yay!
Yes, we did it again. We're getting better.
It's getting better and better.
I think at some point we're going to both say the same lines and it's going to sound like one person talking.
I just want to highlight, so last episode I was a host. It was an experiment, but...
it was an excellent episode.
And an excellent experiment. But this episode, Kelvin,
I'm back.
You're back and
apparently
more eager than ever to host our episodes.
I'm more than eager to, exactly. Because the topic of today is something I am very passionate about. You got some surprise for me, eh, Sascha?
Yeah. And I will reveal it in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa,
exactly.
What is this? It's some kind of, looks like matcha, but there's some nuts in it. So I guess it's like
It's Turkish baklava.
It's Turkish matcha, which is pistachio.
It's good, right?
Trying it. Oh yeah, this is good.
Yeah. So Kevin and we had my bachelor party in Istanbul, and there we visited a really famous baklava shop.
Dude, that guy there. Remember that guy?
So funny.
He just wanted me to speak Chinese so he can speak.
So, where are you from, my friend? I'm from Germany. No, I mean, where are you originally from? I guess the pussy of my mom, if you ask me.
I was like, I'm from my mom. And then he was like, ha ha ha. But then where are you really from? And then...
You're not looking like you German. Yeah,
he asked
it's
me
the
like
sun.
6 times. I swear I said something different for 5 times. And at the end, I was like, I'm Chinese.
I guess I'm Chinese.
And then
I
he was
knew
like,
it.
And then
I
he was
saw
like,
it.
Ni hao. And I was like, ni hao.
Ni hao, you're
wanted
so
to say
funny.
is 2 lines of Chinese.
I was there 3 times or 4 times, and he was never this open or talkative.
Serious? The same guy?
I tell you, you, my friend, you are really approachable person.
I'm like a dog.
You're like a golden retriever. Yes, something you want to pet, and I'm more like, a pissed cat. Don't look at me. Don't.
You're like
me.
a Siamese
cat.
Yeah. Can't pet unless you want them to pet you.
Yeah,
I prefer that, you know. Dogs are sluts. They just go up to anyone and then
they love everybody, but cats they choose.
Yeah. I want to have standards, man. I don't want just random people to pet me.
So the one you ate was with pistachio, and the other one is with walnut. And after the episode, we will also make a photo of this and post it on Instagram. And
the pistachio one I just tried, it's pretty good.
It is. Simke also prefers pistachio, but I prefer walnut lately.
Kind of sinful, but you know, I shouldn't be eating it, but it feels good eating it. like what I did last night. I had a KFC at like 12 at night after drinks.
Dude, I had once this KFC spicy with a spicy panade. I had so much stomach pain the whole time.
It's because you didn't drink alcohol. Trust me, it goes
kills
so well together.
It kills the bacteria of the KFC or what?
Or like the chili gets balanced out with the alcohol. It neutralizes it. You know, it's like milk.
I think it would kill me. And mix alcohol, milk, and KFC.
Oh, that does sound like a lethal combination. I wouldn't do that. But beer and alcohol is a pretty, you know, like Koreans, they love that stuff.
You know what? I dare our listeners. So whoever is a real listener of ours, this person will go to KFC, drink a beer, and drink some milk.
Yeah. Send us a picture. But yeah, speaking of, what is our game of the day?
The game of the day, as usual, my friend. Let me check again. Actually, this time 2 are true and 2 are false. You again get a 50-50 chance. Okay? Because you again lost the last game. But the last game was so funny with the toilets.
That I like the theme. If we can continue the theme, I have no complaints.
No, this time it's kind of related to our topic of the day. I tried.
Oh,
but
okay.
So the toilet was more related to festivals because you pee in festivals, but this one is really far related partly. Okay, let's go. First sentence. A coffee in Hamburg needed 18 months to hire a baker from Iran, due to bureaucracy.
Okay.
18 months.
Could be
And
true.
all the qualifications were there.
Could be true.
Also the German language.
As in, he had to learn the German language in 18 months.
She already could speak German, applied,
and
then it took 18 months on top.
I'm not surprised. That sounds feasible. German bureaucracy.
1.5 years from point to application, he said yes to being allowed to work there.
Well, I'm not going to make this sound as important as people changing their lives to come to a different country, but I ordered a bed for my house and it took a year from order to delivery. So, yeah, I'm not saying the political system is more efficient or less efficient, but ordering a bed shouldn't take a year.
Next one. A woman was declared dead while still alive.
Okay, that's kind of like the dog tax thing.
I have to pay dog taxes without having a dog.
I didn't want to compare the woman to the dog, but it sounds similar.
The next one, Stuttgart Ausländerbehörde. You need to wait starting 2 o'clock in the morning because no online apartments available and there are long queues.
For what? Sorry.
Ausländerbehörde. It's all related to foreign people, like
Ausländerbehörde.
Exactly. And the last one, German banks do not provide English telephone support.
Does not.
Do not.
I've been in contact with some banks. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Let me repeat. 2 are correct, 2 are wrong. Coffee in Hamburg needed 18 months to hire a baker from Iran. Woman was declared dead while still living. Stuttgart Ausländerbehörde, you need to wait to starting 2 o'clock in a queue to get an appointment on the same day because no online appointments available. And last one, German banks do not provide English telephone support.
Damn, dude, they all sound...
But you have a 50-50 chance.
Oh, dude, don't say that. There's more pressure now. Okay, so I feel like...
I already put my finger on the wrong button, by the way.
No. Okay, maybe I have a chance. So I think the first one and the last one are both kind of... Like, they both kind of make sense. I don't know why. My heart's like saying 18 months. That's nothing by German bureaucracy standards.
I think it's so insane. It's just a sad statement if you as a foreign person want to work here.
Yeah, but the government has always made it hard for foreigners to come to Germany.
Why they are saying we need professionals, right? They say we need professionals from abroad, yet they make it really hard to
Maybe they just don't need bakers.
No, sorry, this just ignore that.
My heart sank, dude. I think maybe it's the fact that she's coming here to bake, and that's like, the German specialty. And then the Germans are like, you're not coming to our country to teach us how to bake bread. That's the one thing we can't do. So
no, it was a cafe. It was for cake or stuff.
Yeah. She's okay.
Patisserie, yeah.
Okay, to make dessert. But Germans are kind of known for bread. So they're like,
but not a bakery.
We're gonna make it hard for you to come because you're gonna steal our specialty. The last one I kind of feel is also possible. All right, I'm gonna go with the last one.
Really? German banks do not provide English telephone support?
They definitely didn't when I first moved here.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Damn it, dude. 50-50.
Again, I got you again. And it was 50-50.
Son of a bitch.
So it's not so far-fetched, A lot of German banks do not provide English support. My wife now has this problem with Comdirect, actually.
Yeah.
She needs me to translate it, but a couple of banks do provide English support.
Oh, you're saying all banks?
I said all banks.
Oh,
German banks, I meant all of them.
I thought you meant like some banks, because okay.
Okay, maybe I should have been here more clear. I meant all banks, but all banks is not true. So some do provide, but
Some don't.
only a little number. And if you are a foreign person,
I
do
think
check. Do check
so.
this.
For me, the reason why I used Deutsche Bank was because they were the first banks, like the first big bank with a filiale, so with like a branch that you can go into that had an English portal. So Sparkasse in the beginning didn't have English at all.
But you need to pay for your account, no?
Depends on what you work out with them. So if you say you're gonna buy some of their financial packages, like the insurance, like the Rente insurance, like the retirement fund or something, they'll comp your account fees, so they'll make it free.
Okay, so
or N26, that's a good bank. For me, that was the easiest. English support, the online support is great. Everything is in English. Yeah.
So anyway, I meant all, not some. Was miscommunicated, I guess, but yes, that's wrong.
But the first one was right.
Not completely. It wasn't 8 months, 18 months. I think it was 16 months. I don't have the number 100% in mind, but yeah. So a baker or patisserie from Irania. She applied. She was living in Germany. She could speak German. She applied to the coffee. The coffee said, "Yo, we want you." And like, it took, starting at this point, 60 months for the whole bureaucracy, so she can. One thing, for instance, she had to do again, even though she had already B2 certification, she had to do again a B2 certification.
They just try and make it hard for you to do something they don't want you to do. Yeah. That's the government. Yeah. I mean, German government's good at that. Taxes. We want you to have kids. All right, we're gonna make single people their life a living hell. You know.
The second one, woman was declared dead while still living, was funny. But true.
This is true.
It's true.
Somehow, I guess, yeah. Situations like this probably do happen. One in a million, 1 in 10 million.
So
some system error.
The woman, she received one day a post from the I think for her children or something that we are really sorry for your loss, and please contact a lawyer because of what you get from your mom or something. Okay, she couldn't pay anymore with her cards because retirement bank canceled all her accounts, and she didn't get pension or retirement anymore. It was stopped for 2 months. And in the end, the retirement bank said, we're really sorry for this inconvenience. It was a human error. So 2 months, she had to say, guys, I'm still alive. And she had to prove that she's still alive. So.
I was going to say, maybe with that, she didn't have to pay taxes because she's dead, right? But then, no, she didn't get money. That's not good.
And next one, Stuttgart Ausländerbehörde, it's also true. So the online appointments, actually, you can't book an online appointment. If you want to have an online appointment, you need to go there 2:00 in the morning and stand in the queue with other people. And the reason why nothing is changed is because the politic...
They want to make it difficult.
They don't put any importance there because those people can't vote. And the Germans are not touched by this topic, you know?
I've heard some pretty horrible stories with the Ausländerbehörde.
Yeah, my wife also. They really try to make you feel less worth.
Yeah, true. Especially if you don't speak German.
Yeah. For instance, my wife can't speak German, and she went there and said, "Yeah, I'm married to a German guy," and then she started to talk German to her. Okay, you're married to a German guy, then I expect you to speak German, and then she continued the whole talk in German.
Damn, dude, that's horrible.
Really, right?
That's I don't know. It's not racist, but like that's a lot of negligence.
Yeah.
But on that, I think it's good. It's a good segue to our topic of the day, which is
topic of the day:
English in Germany. So I think this is something I have a lot of experience of.
Well, I'm fascinated and excited.
Yeah. Well, I've been here for 8 years now,
Excellent.
basically. Yeah. Excellent. Yes. But I don't speak German. I mean, I can speak it a little bit.
Don't sell yourself short. Your German got better.
My German, yeah, after 8 years, just by pure like osmosis,
But you are also in a course, no? No.
I'm beginning to put more effort into German. I think before I was a little lazy and a little I didn't find German the most appealing language. I was lazy. I have my own.
Okay, here in Heidelberg,
thoughts.
I would say you can survive with just English, and same goes for Berlin. Maybe Hamburg.
I mean, I'm the prime example. As in, I don't speak German because I don't see a need. Most people here speak English.
Yeah.
Like most people under the age of 40 will speak English here.
Yeah.
And a lot of old people in Heidelberg speak English.
But I think Heidelberg, Berlin, these are islands. If you go to the villages, or even the example with the German banks, which are partly not offering English support, or Deutsche Bahn, no
I think
English
in the
support.
big cities, Berlin, Munich, Cologne, Hamburg,
They
Frankfurt,
offer English, the big cities,
they're
but
almost all okay.
But everything below 1 million inhabitants, it's getting problematic.
Hey, Frankfurt only has like 700K.
Let's say 500,000.
Yeah. I think the thing is, if you're in a city, so most young people will speak English anywhere in Germany. Like people and like millennials and Gen Zs, they all speak English. I never had I have basically had no issues with it. Old people in small places generally don't, especially in like Bavaria. But in Heidelberg, the exception is because there used to be a big American military base here. So a lot of the old people that were, they lived here their whole life. So they had exposure to the Americans and they had to learn English.
So your impression is Gen Zs grew up more with English, and the English is
social media. They're watching a lot of American shows.
But in German with with maybe English subtitles, but
you mean German subtitles?
Or German subtitles, yeah.
No, I think I think Germany is still really into dubbing their shows and stuff. But there's a lot of people, like if you're watching on Netflix and stuff, because a lot of people don't watch TV anymore. Whatever you watch online is in English.
So if people are higher educated, bachelor or even master or doctor or something, of course, English is set. No question about this. Mm. But if you just have a traineeship and you work, so I don't want to talk about badly traineeships, okay? It's also important and difficult, but English is not so much focused in, except it's more like technical skill, And this is why I think overall in Germany, Gen Z's English is not so awesome.
Yeah.
Funnily,
I mean, they're not native speakers, no. But if you were trying to get by with English, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
So for me, all my friends speak English, right? You speak English, all my friends do.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends that don't speak enough English to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I didn't make enough effort to make real German friends. But maybe that's also for good reason.
But when you lived in China, before you came to Germany, was there an saying that Germans can speak well English?
Better than Chinese people, sure. Yeah. Because they had to speak it growing up, right? In schools, you have to learn English as a second, like it's mandatory. And
I mean, when I was in France, in Lyon, in a shop, the salesperson said, yeah, Germans are known for their really good English. And then I said, really? Germans are known for really good English?
They're French. French are known for their really bad English.
Yeah, but if someone is known for good English, it's in Dutch people, but not the Germans, I would say.
That's true. Yeah, Dutch. I think you heard it, like you wouldn't go to Holland and hear them say Germans are known for good English. But in France, they're like, it's a chain.
Compared to our English.
yeah. You guys are the best English speakers. Yeah, but
Also Italy, by the way, bad English.
yeah, I think the South generally. I think if I wasn't like if I lived in Spain,
Good English.
my Spanish would be a lot better.
No, don't underestimate the English of them. Michael, who lived in Madrid for 12 years, he's a friend of ours. He once told me, yeah, you can live also 8-10 years in Madrid without learning Spanish.
Yeah, but Madrid's like a pretty big city. It's almost like Berlin or Munich. But if you're in like a smaller place in Spain,
Mhm.
I think so. My main issue, maybe it's my main excuse with not learning German is
Yeah.
there's just not a lot of interesting stuff in German. I've slowly realized that okay, there's some really good German philosophers and some writers, you know, Hermann Hesse and like, you know, there are a lot of good German philosophers too. But I think at that level, you have to get to a really good German level to understand what they're writing, and the in between where you're learning a language where you want to find things that are interesting is hard. So like TV shows, German TV shows, not many good ones I would say that I really want to watch other than the fact that they speak German. Or like there are a few movies out there mostly around World War II,
But
you know.
even those movies are then subbed, right? If they're good.
They'll be subbed, yeah, for sure, but at least there's a few out there like Goodbye Lenin. I like that movie. You know, it's German, but about World War II. I think TV show wise, I like The Office. So the Stromberg,
Mhm.
that's pretty good. But like, there's not that many good shows.
Yeah.
It's not like English where, you know, there's Friends and some super good classic shows.
Yeah, so we have some German TV series on RTL and Pro7 and also RTL2. And there's something called Trash TV. So it's like Harz und
Shitty
Herzlich.
reality TV.
Reality TV, fake reality TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so trashy that they show the bottom of German society so you yourself feel better.
That actually sounds more interesting than the other stuff. Like all the criminal, you know, crimi shows.
So the highlight really is Adam und Eva. It's an German series, okay? Two naked people, one man, one woman, are on an island.
And is it like Naked and Afraid? Or like there's this similar concept, like survival, but you're naked. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's dating and not survival.
Oh, they're dating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've heard
Adam und Eve.
Something like that.
So if you're young, like 14, you don't have internet, and you want to see titties, you just go to RTL at 6 o'clock.
That's one thing I appreciate about. I appreciate as a young boy, as a boy growing up, the German TV showed nudity, which you'll never see in China. But like,
so you don't have something called sexy sport clips?
No. Only in Germany. After was it 11? And you
After
on
11
like
at
Eurosport.
Eurosport.
That was the best.
It's always this blonde girl with the big boobs who is
And they're like,
topless. And then you know the word. Just
yeah. And the naked weather. I remember that. I don't know if it's German or like there was a channel that was telling you the weather, and the girl was like telling you the weather and stripping, which it's kind of, you know, when you're a 14, 15-year-old boy, it's the only way you can watch the news.
How do I not know the weather tomorrow? I watched the whole...
I need to stay up till 12 and watch the weather.
So important what I'm wearing tomorrow. And then it's raining and you're wearing short trousers because you were so focused on the weather.
If there was more of that, maybe my German would be better, you know?
By the way, funny Instagram comparison: weather channel in Spain, weather channel in Russia, weather channel in Mexico, and it's German. And it's always a really sexy woman with curves, you know. And in German, it's an old dude.
The weather girl. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought in Germany it would still be like a weather girl. That's kind of the thing, right?
It is actually kind of a thing, yeah. But
except in Germany,
here it's an old
Klaus,
dude.
the weather man.
Klaus the weatherman and his biceps he flexing.
He's a 40-year-old guy going through his midlife crisis.
Klaus, we need to compete with those women. You need to flex more. Flex. For God's sake.
I think my German journey is just beginning, because I've realized after maybe during my 7th year that I really do need to up my German skills. So I've started taking German lessons, and I'm trying to like improve it a bit more. But it's just so hard when you speak English. Like, honestly, if I didn't speak English and I spoke any other language, I think my German would be a lot better.
I know so many people said it already to you, but what would also help if you date someone who's not speaking English?
You mean that speaks German?
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, this is probably another episode in itself, but
it would help.
Dating German girls, I just didn't enjoy it so much.
Yeah, but it's a separate episode. I agree.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Pronounce R. So R.
R.
Not bad.
R.
And now say this simple word. Rewe.
Rewe.
Good. I'm surprised. Honestly surprised. So my wife.
I need some water.
My wife can't say this.
I can't do the rolling or the R that good, because you're supposed to get that like vibration, right? Like you put some water in the back and then you can get it.
Yeah.
But,
so my wife says Rewe or Rewe, but she does not say Rewe.
Dude, I've heard someone say Rewe.
Rewe. So okay, that sounds like a penis, you know, Peewee.
Let's not laugh at someone's accent. I don't have the best. I think my German is very like Denglish.
And now say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Not bad. So my wife says 1, 2, 3.
Dry.
Like I dry my clothes, dry. Or dry martini.
That's a, you know, that's like a stylistic take on German.
Dry.
Maybe.
Doesn't it sound American?
A little bit with the R.
I don't know how is it possible. Right. She's Turkish and has an American German accent.
My German definitely has an English accent, because I don't say ich, I say like ish.
Ish, okay.
And I know at some point I need to fix my accent, but even my teacher was like, and I really agree with any language, as long as they can understand you. For me, it's the function.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not trying to be like a poet. I just need to be able to yell at a Karen that's yelling at me, you know?
Same with my Spanish. So there are some talents, you know, who have Spanish for 6 months. Romanian people, a lot of Romanian people. They have Spanish for 6 months and they speak Spanish then without any accent, fluent, fast. Yeah. Ana Maria, she grew up with a Spanish TV series. She never had a course. She just learned Spanish next to crazy. Romania.
I think I just don't have the talent for it, or maybe I don't put so much emphasis on learning a language. For me, it's communication, and I can communicate with people even if I don't speak good German. So
another co-worker of ours, she came to Germany with 15 years. She comes from Russia. Okay, she speaks English with a British accent, like she comes from Britain. She speaks German without any accent, like really fluent and native almost. And of course, Russian, right? And I think it's a talent. I think this level of language skill for a language which is not your native one, you need to be talented in this way.
Yeah.
You can't learn this.
And you need to put in a lot of work. I mean, I'm learning it now, and I realize that there's just some things you have to put in effort, you know? You have to put in the time every day. Like, consistency really helps, you know, watching, consuming some kind of German material, reading German books, talking, you know, you need to do it. And if you just keep doing it for a few months, half a year, it'll definitely just get better. But maybe. Oh, I'm trying to do it. I'm not saying I'm that lazy anymore, but yeah. But I do have some tips actually for people. Maybe I'm not the best person to give tips, but I got some tips for lazy people like me. Okay, so speaking Denglish is not an issue. So I am speaking. So when I say Denglish,
Yeah.
I'm saying like, you know, I'll speak whatever German I know, and then when I don't know the word, I'll just say the English word. You know, ich hab drei, I don't know, cakes. Oh, cakes is actually
Kekse.
cookies, but not cakes. I mean like actual Kuchen. Yeah, ich
Yeah.
hab drei Kuchen in mein refrigerator,
Yeah.
and people generally understand it. So, you know, it's at least somewhere you can start. And what is kind of cool with English and German is they're very similar languages when it comes to the words, like the vocabulary. So if you don't know the verb, just use the English verb, which I do a lot of the times, and add an en, because all German verbs, you know, the infinitive is the en. So you can jogging is jogging, skating is skating, you know.
It's the same group, language group.
Yeah, like Germanic. So I do that a lot actually.
Yeah.
Might not be right, but like, yeah.
So for someone who comes here now,
I have a last tip for lazy people that I do. Articles in German, super hard for me because you just have to know it. The
Daddy
der, die,
does,
you know,
which is in German, English.
There's like almost no logic. Like I'll give you an example. Junge is a boy, is der Junge. Masculine boy, makes sense.
Makes sense.
Girl, das Mädchen. Neutral. It's a neutral girl. Which kind of makes sense if you think about it from like how I want to raise my kids. I'll raise my kids, I'll raise the boy like a boy, but I'm gonna raise the girl as a person without a sex until she reaches a certain age.
The thing is, English is gender neutral, right? It's
Sure.
the boy, the girl. Turkish as well, I know it's gender neutral, and German is not gender neutral. You have feminine and masculine.
And neutral.
And neutral, yeah. And there are statistics that, scientific reports that a non-gender neutral language leads more to racism or inequality between female and male.
Non-gender. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Because now there's like all this like, we can't say like the gender anymore. What is that new way of saying?
It's called gendern. It's like Freundinnen.
Dinnen, yeah, the innen, yeah. Which is maybe good for non-native speakers. You know, you don't have to worry about the gender anymore.
It's actually a topic, you know, nobody cares about except those right-wing politics who really put it as a front topic, and Bavaria even prohibited it in public areas like schools or
Bavaria
forbid gender, and nobody cares about gender, and nobody.
What you mean the neutral term?
The
or gender?
Freundinnen.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this is called gender.
Gender, yeah, the neutral, like the no sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bavaria forbids this.
That sounds kind of Bavarian.
Yeah.
Super old school, traditional. They hear and they're like, get this liberal bullshit out of here. I'm not supporting or against it. I'm just thinking from their point of view. It's kind of funny. But sorry, I just wanted to say this tip, yeah. Der, die, das, there are 3 genders, yeah?
Yeah.
What I do is I don't try and remember the gender unless I really know, like das Buch, you know?
Yep.
Everything I don't know, I use what I call a der. So it sounds like a D or a der. You have a 66% chance of getting it right. So I'll just say, der Straße. Maybe it sounds like a der or a D. I don't care. But it's
Der Straße.
Not bad. Yeah. 66%, you know? I take those odds any day at a casino.
It was das. Damn it.
Just learn the das. Everything else, you're fine. Yeah. And I have some serious tips, but I think I said most of them. Just find something that you're really into, like a TV show or a book, and just go through it. Just go through the whole thing.
But overall, our talk now, we basically say, if you live in Germany, you better learn German.
Yeah. Don't do what I did. It's not fun. Like not being able to talk back at a woman, or let's not say woman, a person yelling at you for doing. I like to skate. I'm skating on the street, and people are just yelling at me. First time, this lady was like, "Bist du verrückt?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I didn't know what she was saying. I was like, "Yeah." And then my friend was like, "Dude," she said, "Are you crazy?" And I was like,
Ihnen auch einen schönen Tag. Also a nice
know,
day to you.
You know, you too.
Hey, what about German letters? I mean, this is another thing, right? There are no English letters sent to you at home. Any kind of bureaucracy, German bureaucracy, it's always German.
That's true. Yeah, another tip: Google Translate has the camera app. I mean, a lot of people do know it, but it's so useful. And if there's a web page, do it on your Chrome, on your browser, and you can translate the whole page. That's what I've been doing.
So you also use it for German letters and important letters.
Yeah. And sometimes the web page translates, but there are parts of the web page that don't translate properly, like a drop-down menu.
Yeah.
And then I'll take a picture of the drop-down and translate it on my phone from the computer.
But dude, let's make now a little sideway to China. Do you even have letters in China anymore, or is everything done by email nowadays in China?
Email is not popular in China, but we do everything digitally. So digitally meaning on your phone, in your WeChat, or...
So you don't get any post mail anymore?
Very rarely.
And
you do. You still get it. So like your electricity bills and stuff, you do get it. But you can pay it online really easily. And you can do everything on your smartphone, like through WeChat or Alipay.
And can I set the language then in English or German or whatever?
You can. The interface will be English, but then there are a lot of different parts of it because it's such a big app. There are parts of the app that will just stay Chinese.
Okay.
So you just have to... It's better to know Chinese.
So also in China, you would say, if you live in China, learn Chinese.
Oh, yeah. Much more so than in Germany.
Really?
With English. Yeah.
I think in Japan, it's similar. And Japan is even similar in the way that they also have a lot of bureaucracy and post mail.
They're the Germans of Asia, right?
Yeah, they need to be similarities.
Bureaucracy. It's the bane of my existence. I'm doing my taxes right now.
Yeah.
And the Finanzamt came back to me asking for more documents.
Really?
Yeah, for like the Arbeitszimmer and this bullshit. It's a pain. So I have to... And it's because it's in German, so I finally did it. But it took me a long time. And I don't enjoy it. I'm not German enough to enjoy the process yet.
Yeah, even if you're German, you don't enjoy the process.
I know some people that enjoy. I think the idea of getting money back from the government is appealing to them. So spending a lot of time and getting like that extra 10 euros for them is some kind of reward. But I'm not that kind of guy.
Which is funny. What is funny? When you are about to get money back, right, it takes months, like 2, 3, even 4 months sometimes. And when you're about to pay towards the government, they expect you to pay immediately or in a 10-day time frame, right?
Dude, no. It's always, the paying the government, even delayed by like a day or two, they'll send you like a mano or whatever, and you have to pay some extra shit, especially the Radiofunk was ARD.
Yeah, GZ.
Dude, they know where you are at all times.
Yeah.
Like I moved a few times, and as soon as I move, I get a letter from them. They're like the first guys that send me messages.
Do you want to know something funny? What the main part of what you're paying there is going through?
Trash TV.
No, it goes into the pension
Serious?
of former employees. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But I'll give them that. They find me really quickly.
Yeah.
Like if they put those guys on Bin Laden, I think Bin Laden would have been found like years.
You need to pay GZ, man.
If Bin Laden was German, you would have been caught like a month in.
Do you know how they did it in the past?
No.
They and I'm not joking. They drove to each household and then looked through the window and checked if you have TVs or radios there, because you had to pay per radio and per TV. And then they also, if there's a car or even a tractor, they also check in the tractor or in the car if there's a radio. And for every radio and for every TV, you had to pay
like a set amount.
Exactly, a set amount. And no joke, man, no joke.
Dude, that's so inefficient.
There was a time my mom said, okay, for the second TV, put a blanket over it so you cannot identify it as a TV if someone looks through the window.
Hey, but in this day and age, you can't tell if it's a TV or a cake, you know? People are going crazy with cakes nowadays. Could be.
Is it a cake on Netflix?
Yeah.
Please watch it.
Maybe it's a cake. You don't know. The TV inspector needs to go around with a knife and stab TVs.
And we literally said, we don't have any TV, we don't have any radio. And then 2013, I think, they changed it into an general amount of money per household.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, dude, I wouldn't mind being the guy that drove around and looked through people's windows. That seems like a cool job. Like just spying on people every day. It's like the DDR West Germany, the East Germany spy days where you're spying on
Were you surprised by GZ? By the GEZ fee you had to pay? Were you surprised by this when you came?
Yeah, because in the beginning, it was so stupid. I had some skater friends that gave me advice. They're like, I never pay it. I just let the money keep going. And I was like, and what happens? He's like, then you just have a lawsuit with them and then...
You have to pay.
Then you don't have to pay.
No. You have to pay.
And then I was like, okay. I just took their word. So I didn't pay for like half a year and the money just kept going.
Yeah.
And then at some point I paid like 600 euros or something in one go, 600-700. That felt pretty bad.
Yeah. For nothing, right? It's like...
I don't watch German TV. Okay, the World Cup is nice because, you know, it's on public TV. You don't have to pay per view. I like that, but it comes around every 4 years.
You know what I don't like? You know, the private channels like ProSieben, for instance. They have similar...
ProSieben's good.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
They have similar content. They also have a lot of American series. And they finance themselves by advertisement. And public channels, they finance themselves with our money. And on top, they put also advertisers on. So they get double money.
And it's still shit. Like, I thought ProSieben was good. So I was at a friend's mom that worked there. And I was like, ProSieben is one of the better public channels. She was like, no, it's private. I was like, so none of our money goes there, and it's a better channel than like most of the public channels.
Or the public channels also have something called Mediathek, which is a reference to a videothek. You know, the old concept where you can land an DVD.
Okay. So, online though.
Yeah, why don't you put it on YouTube? I mean, you even get money from YouTube, I guess, if you put it there. And
I guess it's just not, you know, the bureaucratic way. It's too efficient. You know, a lot of people will lose jobs. Yeah. Well, at least this gives us a job. How bad, you know, the German bureaucracy is.
Yeah.
Or something to talk about, which is always nice. Yeah. Do you have any last words before we close?
If you come to Germany, you can survive with English, but go for German. Yeah. And be aware of the bureaucracy. And
don't be like me, guys. Learn German.
I wonder... Oh, one last thing, Kelvin. if you come to Germany and you don't come from a EU country, don't forget to sign over your driving license.
True. I think you get 6 months.
And nobody tells you this.
That's really true. Yeah. Thankfully, I have an Australian license.
Yeah.
I transferred for 30 euros.
Yeah.
Well, I had a friend that forgot and had to pay like 2,000-3,000 to get a new license.
My wife as well. Yeah.
So, yeah, good tip.
So, my friend, our social media, mention it.
Yeah.
Hit it.
You can find us on Instagram at Not Attack on German, Sauerkraut Dumpling Pod. You can find us on Facebook at Sauerkraut Dumpling and email sauerkrautdumpling@gmail.com. And with that, I would say stay German.
Stay German. Bye.
Bye.